Hey, how's it going, everyone? It's so good to see you. It's so good to see you. The year is 801. Deep in winter, the hearths of Winchester smolder, their smoke rising like pale scars against the starless sky. Frost clings to thatch and stone alike, and the very breath of the city seems to hang in the air, unwilling to fade. But warmth brings no comfort. The bells of the church toll warnings over the market square. Priests stand vigil outside the amber veil, their voices cracked and desperate. Messengers ride north beneath the cover of night, and whispers follow in their wake of Mercian debts, Frankish ships, and a king with a shadow that's not his own. And yet the loudest murmur is not of kings or courts, but of a hill, St. Catherine's, where ancient yews creak like old bones and the earth remembers older gods. They say a pagan warlord will cleanse the place tonight, and that good Christian men will march to see him stopped. It is a season of frost, of omens, of breath caught in the throat, and what passes in Winchester these nights will shape not only the city, but the faith of the land itself. The hill waits, and with it, decision. How's everyone doing tonight? Everyone ready for some vampire?
Hell yeah.
Been a
Woo.
minute. It's good to see everyone.
Has
It's so good to see everyone. So, what we're going to do is we're going to get caught up. It's been a week. We have some new folks who've joined us this evening. We have a couple folks who aren't with us. I'm going to point it out right now. We don't have Ellie and we don't have Keywork Savior. They had some things come up tonight. So their characters will be in our hearts, but we will move on without them. And they will catch up with us when they catch up with us. Tonight, we are joined by our new friend, Crit Crafter. We're going to introduce Crit Crafter last in our introductions, but I wanted to point out that he is with us. But Roswynn, Nerd at Art, tell us about yourself. Tell us what Roswynn's been up to for the last 2 weeks.
So, I am Nerd at Art. I don't stream on my own channel, but you'll catch me at Team Wildwood, and I'm always here playing vampires on Monday nights with my buddy Zed, and coming up soon, Feral Florida, on Saturday evenings, where I'm going to play one of the Gator twins with my buddy Saki. So I'm excited for that. Roswynn has been kind of a busy bee. You know, she is maintaining her position at court. She is still maintaining her relationship with the queen. She is, befriending this newcomer who has now taken her on as taken on a position as her mentor. And she's just been doing a lot of things, going to visit these people as often as she can and learning whatever she can.
Really excited that we've created the Malwa relationship between Roswynn and Badolf. It wasn't something that I was necessarily expecting. Davey shaking his head no, but I think it's a very
you're gonna come to
I
regret that.
I think it's a very interesting use of XP, and having that on your side is going to be a very interesting. It's going to add some interesting things to the story.
I'm
Hey,
excited. I'm excited.
I'm super excited. Davey, tell us about yourself and tell us what Anarad's been up to over the last 2 weeks.
Hi everyone, my name is Davey. I am your friendly neighborhood history buff gamer, lazy TTRPG player. What has Anarawd been up to? Anarawd has spent a great deal of time spelunking around the underground of Winchester and has succeeded in mapping it. And he is the master of the underground now. Unless there's other Nosferatu living down there who he just hasn't seen, which is perfectly possible because he's not that good at aspects.
There are.
There's always one, right? You know, you did like in any sewer in the world, there's always one Nosferatu just sitting there, like chilling out, invisible.
And if not a Nosferatu, there's probably a Malk.
Yeah.
You made any
Um.
interesting relationships?
Um. Well, I mean, nothing as formal as as Roswynn's relationship with Badolf, but Anarod's been hanging out with one Aldhelm a little bit. seems to have a few things in common with this gangrel anarchist, and quite interested in some of the things he has to say. Let's say.
Awesome. I like the interactions that we have with Aldhelm, and you're right. We haven't quite taken up that. Nothing formal has come up of it, but I think it's interesting to see that perspective, which would be our anarch perspective, I suppose, if we were playing a modern setting. And I think it works, especially with the two Ventru we have. Man, aren't they Ventru? Josh,
Over the
oh,
table,
go ahead.
I actually don't want to spend points on that guy when I think you guys are going to try and kill him.
Oh, we all want him dead for sure. We all want him dead.
Hold on, I gotta let my dog in. 1 second, please.
I haven't even told you guys that Cadwir told me to kill him, so.
Oh, really? No, yeah, it's true.
None of us trust him. None of us trust him.
Yeah, none of us trust him.
Let's face it, how many K-Knights can we have in this city? Like, come on, guys. Starting to get too many.
He has done nothing to deserve your ire apart from be kind of rude to you.
And you know what? That is all it takes.
Cadwir beat my ass and threw me in a hole.
I'm not a fan of that guy either, to be fair.
And you know what? It's okay that you're more forgiving than I am.
We're all making some bad decisions about who we hang out with. That's fine. That's fine.
This brings me to Joshy. Tell us about yourself and tell us about what Joshy with Suni's been up for the last 2 weeks.
I'm just Joshy. I do horror movies and that vibe. Suni's been trying to put boots on the ground and figure out who he interacted with at the Amber Veil. The Phoenix mask, the porcelain cat mask, and the half-Roman gladiator mask are very interesting to him. He managed to unmask quite a few people at the Veil, but not those ones, and that's disappointing to him. Yeah, that and some secret conversations with Cadwir, and that's about it.
I love how everyone's got someone they're talking to. I love that. Everyone's got someone they're talking to. Everyone's looking up to a different big brother in some capacity or other, in some form. That surrogacy. I'm enjoying that. That's fun as a storyteller to see. That brings us to Crit.
One of my favorite
go ahead. Sorry, Josh.
One of my favorite things to do in Vampire is to take on that mentor and be like, I'm learning.
Because how else do you learn the really cool stuff, the really cool lore? It's not like our characters know the lore. They're not created knowing the lore. We got to find a way to deliver the lore. Because that's like half the part of Vampire is the meta plot. You kind of want to get involved in that somehow, right? So you need mentors to bring this stuff to you.
I want to learn that Alexander the Great's mom was a vampire.
Exactly. Who doesn't? Of course. Hold on 1 second. Jax? Come here, buddy.
Maybe your buddy Bedolf will know about that.
Maybe.
Hey, maybe.
Maybe. That brings
maybe
us.
They're related.
That brings us to Crit. Crit's our new player, everyone. Crit, I want you to take a few moments to really introduce yourself, and then tell us a little bit about Wulfstann. And the floor is yours.
Hey everybody, I'm Crit from the Crit Crafters. I'm the dungeon master there for a Kingmaker campaign, a Curse of Strahd campaign. I'm sorry if my voice cracks up tonight. I'm drinking plenty of water because this weekend I was into a LARP and I had a lot of fun. Tonight I will be playing Wulfstann, who is at this point, an enigmatic cult leader of the pagan religion, I would say. And that's pretty much what is known.
And this is known because he has fame. We'll be actually getting into that a little bit tonight. His character is known. There will be rumors of him appearing. And that's where we're going to start with Crit Crafters. All right, everyone. We're going to get into the meat and potatoes of everything tonight. We're going to refresh willpower. So resolve or composure, whichever's higher. at this point, everyone should be at full willpower if I'm correct. If I'm correct in that, correct? All right. Is anyone blood bonding or continuing the ghouldom of anybody this week?
Do I need to do that? Am I due? Is the blood tax due?
The
Yeah.
blood tax is due.
Okay. I'll roll for that then, shall I?
All right.
Yep.
So roll your rouse checks. Ooh, the beast stirs. So I need an extra rouse check from Roswynn.
Oh goodness. Wah wah.
All right. So who passed your blood bond tests?
I passed my blood bond, but not my rouse.
Your rouse.
Oh, I need to roll for my rouse as well.
Yes.
Okay, so I only gain 1 hunger.
You gain 1 hunger. That's not terrible.
Oh yeah, Roswynn.
Roswynn, yes. All right. So our hunger starts at 2 plus the results of any of that. So what's everyone starting at? Roswynn?
3.
3. Davey? For Anarawd?
Did you say we start at 2
Plus
plus
the
what just happened? What we just?
plus whatever just happened. If it went up or if it
All right,
didn't.
I'm at 3 as well then.
You're at 3.
I am also at 3.
All right. Suni?
3 as well.
3. And how about you, Crit? Roll for your rouse check, your daily rouse check.
Oh, yep.
So
sorry.
roll 1 dice, and if you fail, your hunger goes up by 1. It starts at 2. All right, so it goes up to 3. All right, so your hunger is at 3. Just keep that in mind for right now. And you need to spend 1. You need to make 1 more rouse check for your ghoul because this is your first night with your ghoul. So roll 1 more rouse check. This is for your blood tax. All right, so your hunger does not increase this time. All right, so you are at hunger 3. Just keep that in mind. All right, so does anyone want to use the coterie herd tonight to feed before going into the feeding test, or we're just going to go with it?
I'm just gonna take half and
I can
succeed
take
in
half.
feeding.
Yeah, I
Okay.
believe I can do the same.
All right, so we're all going to take half. Excellent. So first things we're going to do is we do have 1 roll everyone's going to take. We're going to start with Anarawd. I want you to roll 1d10, and I want to see which resonance you come up with on a 3 on a. Why don't you roll a regular d10 if you can?
Oh wait. Let me see. Regular D10. How does one do that?
This is my bad. I should have had you.
You know what? I just have a D10 here.
Okay,
can
yep.
just
Just tell me
roll
what it is. Yep.
8.
An 8, phlegmatic, lazy, apathetic, calm, controlling, sentimental. So you have taken a phlegmatic resonance. Phlegmatic.
Excellent.
So if you use auspex or dominate, you get a +1 to your dice pool.
Okay, that's pretty good.
For the evening. Yes, excellent. So you're feeling a little calm, a little controlled, a little bit more sentimental than usual. Just kind of keep that in mind. Suni, I take it you're taking half as well?
Yes, I will take half.
You're going to take yourself down to a hunger 1. I want you to roll for resonance if you have a D10.
I can do.
What'd you roll? I can't see it. I'm sorry.
6.
6. Phlegmatic as well. So same thing with you. Auspex or dominate. You get a +1 too. You're feeling lazy, apathetic, calm, controlling, or sentimental. Then you're starting to notice the difference. This is going to represent you now having been kindred for a while. You're starting to notice the difference in the blood that you drink. At first, it was all kind of a rush. Now you're starting to develop a taste for it, and you're starting to understand. And now it's really starting to make sense. If you want to actually hunt for specific resonance, you can add a +1 to your hunting difficulty, which might push you into a hunting roll. I don't know how that goes, but that's up to you. What is your desire? Oh, I'm sorry, Anarawd. What is your desire?
I've heard tales of this group of pagans, and I want to. I would like to investigate that.
Investigate the pagans. Suni, what was your desire, bud?
I would like to learn more about the important people around Winchester. Ideally, specifically the Phoenix porcelain cat and Roman half-bit mask, but work my way up to extorting more major players rather than just the pores in the market.
Okay. All right. So that's actually pushing into ambition territory, but I think that's still doable for desire at this point. Roswynn, are you going to take half? I take it with your dexterity plus subterfuge, difficulty
will.
3. All right. So roll for resonance, or are you going to hunt for a specific type of resonance
No, I'm just gonna roll and we'll
and
just
go
see
with
what
it?
we get tonight.
All right. Give me a
1.
D10. A 1. A 1.
Yep.
A choleric. Angry, violent, bullying, passionate, envious. So you get a bonus to celerity and potence this evening. Let that impact your. Oh, you rolled a d6. You need to roll a d10.
Oh, sorry.
Nope,
Hold
no,
on.
it's okay. No
Rolled the wrong
problem.
thing. Let's see. Not sure how to add that.
Oh, go to no problem. Go to browse themes. I'll roll it for you, and it will on the
I was gonna
break
say, can
we'll
you
get
just
it.
roll for me? That's fine. Yeah.
Yep.
Go for it.
6, phlegmatic. So same, calm, controlling. You get a bonus toward auspex or dominate. So everyone kind of fed off the same, kind of get the same results tonight. The average result. No problems. Everyone's feeling a little phlegmatic except for Suni. And Wulfstann,
Yes, sir.
things are a little bit different for you.
Yes,
All
they are.
right. If you want to feed, your difficulty is 6 because you are not part of the
Excellent.
coterie, and would you like to use your herd instead?
I would.
All right. Now you have a herd of on your sheet.
Second.
Yep. Second page.
I have a herd of 4.
4. So and
Damn.
you can bring yourself. Yes, you can feed yourself down to 1 if you like.
I would.
Excellent. Fantastic. You do not need to roll for resonance. You get to choose, since you have a herd of 4, you get to actually choose the resonance you wish to feed from. And the choices are choleric, melancholy, if you want to be sad or sacred, intellectual, depressed, or grounded, phlegmatic, if you're feeling apathetic, sanguine, if you're feeling horny, happy, addicted, active, flighty, or enthusiastic. Or it's really up to you. You can choose any of them that you want. So
What was the first one that you mentioned?
choleric.
I'll go with that one.
All right. So feeling a little bit angry, violent, bullying, passionate,
Yeah.
envious. All right. So you with your herd, you're allowed to choose 2 resonances you can feed from a week. So you have that ability at herd 4. So congratulations, feeding for you is also trivial.
Yay.
So each of you have been busy making alliances, and you've all been spinning webs either on stream or off stream in the IC chat or with me in private chats. And it's really cool and well played by everyone. You've all done great. Roswynn, you spent a lot of time tapestry making, literally these last few weeks. I mean, you've been saying stuff with with Icarus. You've been to the Amber Vale. Everything you've done with the Queen and her 3 ladies has been great. What do you want to accomplish with all of this that you've been doing?
Um, really my goal at court right now is to elevate the status of women in general. And so I'm trying to help Windretta improve her position in the court specifically, but I'm also trying to help the queen like suddenly attain, subtly get more power. And so I myself am very interested in the king's new shadow, as it were, this mage that he seems to have, and that must be causing quite a stir in our Christian court. So I'm hoping that we can use that to kind of start to undermine the king's position, as it were.
Excellent. Male. His name is Male. I think I just to get it out there again. Mael for anyone's notes. The king's newest Bretonian pagan advisor is named Male. After hearing Roswynn's attitude about Male, I want to hear Anarawd's. What's going on? What Anarawd's kind of going through right now? Your harp has continued from time to time to play in private, to play your songs, only your songs, it seems, but never when anyone else is around, and never for long. You've been given a warning about events at St. Catherine's Hill. What are your intentions this evening up there?
My intentions are to introduce myself as a friendly fellow pagan, and if it's appropriate, observe proceedings and network. If not, say my greetings and leave.
And you've heard, everyone's heard rumors about this Male, this new sorcerer at the king's is the king's advisor. What's it going through Anarad's mind with that?
Anarawd despises the king and is actively looking for a way to get out from under his thumb.
Okay.
Nothing about this guy makes it seem any easier, and he is conscious that if this advisor is also a Cainite, then the king doesn't need them anymore and they are expendable. And he's doing a really good job of making us targets anyway, because he can't keep his stupid king mouth shut.
He can't keep his stupid king mouth shut. I love it.
So pretty much suspicion, I would say, of Male.
Okay. Suspicion of Male. All right.
But if the guy has power we can take from him, sounds like maybe my kind of guy.
Power that you can take from him. I hadn't. And you know what? I hadn't actually thought about. I hadn't gone in that angle. So that's interesting. I'll have to think about that. Suni, you've been meeting with Cadweir on Discord. I pretty much had a blast with it. And I wanted to save some of the juicy bits for game. And now that Cadweir being your mentor, pretty much your Mawa, as it were, he's taking a keen interest into your well-being. I want you can ask 3 questions about the setting. Anything that you want to know, if Cadweir's able to answer it, he will. So I wanted to save this kind of before we got into game. So any 3 things that you want to know, you go ahead and ask, and Cadweir will answer to the best of his ability.
Other than himself and Aldhelm, are there any other Cainites left in the vacuum?
Left in the vacuum? I've searched high. I've searched the sewers. I've searched all the access points. None of the Cainites I knew, none of the Cainites who owed me prestation are still here. If they're dead, I know that Alias is dead. I've seen the remains. The rest, Sister Tanea, I can't find her. She doesn't seem to exist. The rest, gone. Ash, bone.
Do you know about the crone or robin or any other supernaturals outside of vampirism in the area?
Alias kept the streets clean of other night folk, but they were always around the fringes. This Robin you speak of has been a nuisance for centuries.
I imagine so. He's been a nuisance to us in the previous weeks.
Existed on the periphery, on the outside of Winchester, Scaldmere, small shires. Not an enemy, more of a force of nature that was best avoided. We did not run in the same circles. I was just aware through the shadows of who it was, and what it could do.
In the coming nights, I believe it would be prudent for me to learn how to walk like you walk. Is that something that you could teach me?
Smiles. The leprous grin on his face creasing. Yes, I can teach you. But the means to do so you may find disquieting. You'll need to drink of my need to drink of me. Directly from me.
Why would I find that disquieting?
He stops. He doesn't even consider what you say for a moment. Then he stops and he thinks. He goes, "You don't find me disquieting."
Why should I? What's wrong with you?
He chuckles. He goes, "Thank you. But yes, I can teach you. You will have to drink of me, but I can teach you."
It's not like, unless your condition can be transferred even though we're dead.
Never tried it before. Perhaps it can. I do not know. No one has been brave enough to drink from me before to learn my abilities.
Well, I suppose someone has to be the first. And again, like I said, to walk as you walk is a great advantage in these nights.
Indeed. I will think about it. Perhaps we'll come to an agreement. He will teach you, but it's going to cost per station. Is where we're gonna go with that. It's gonna cost you. It's gonna put you on the boon list. Hope everyone's
boon?
keep the boon list. Yep,
A boon and a blonde?
the boon. Oh, that's exactly what it costs. It's terrible, isn't it?
I can be bloodbound.
Exactly. Well, of course, but we don't talk about that. All
No,
right,
nobody. It's a secret.
Wulfstann, your turn, buddy. We got a little spotlight for you before we get going on. Welcome to Winchester and its surrounding areas. You've been setting up shop with your cult in a settlement outside the city. Why don't you tell us a little bit about Wulfstann's convictions? And I always want you to feel free to jump in at any time with what's going to come next. So don't feel like you can't jump in because you haven't been properly introduced. What's going to happen next is going to be like a rumor mill section. I'm going to go down with what's going down, and anyone can jump in at any time and explore anything. So I want you to feel free to do that. But right now, take some time. Tell us about your convictions and what they mean for Wulfstann. This is your spotlight right now before we get into the big stuff.
Wulfstann is a follower of Woden and the old gods. He truly believes that coin and religion corrupts the heart and are tools for the weak of heart. He believes himself to be a shepherd for those who are lost and is forever trying to bring back people to the old beliefs. And I believe that that pretty much encompasses everything about him and what he's striving for.
All right. Excellent. I'm gonna pull up I have it right here. Wulfstann's convictions. Just to get them out there because they're important for gameplay. Tend the land or suffer the hunger unending. Coins are but a means to corrupting the heart, the weak hearts, and do not let what nature provides go to waste. Those are very important convictions. They're going to come up a lot, especially with the makeup of this coterie that we have. Oh, I forgot we have a great card, the Wulfstann card. Thank you, Team Wildwood.
Nice.
Yes. So as you'll notice,
It's actually me, but I'm on Alex's computer.
you will. Thank you, Nerded Art. You will notice that those change every time someone gets new disciplines. We get new cards. It's amazing. It's absolutely amazing.
Nice.
All right. So let's go through some rumors before we get to the main meat and potatoes tonight. King Bjortnik's taken a Bretonic sorcerer into his court. They say the king looks younger, his temper is sharper, and there's fewer prisoners in the dungeons. Does anyone feel like following up with that? Anyone close to the king? Anyone feel like trying to follow up with that in the court?
Yes. Absolutely. I want to know everything being said. I would be following up with that on everything. Stupid camera.
One thing to note it first is Bjortnik is active when you're active. A lot now. He's active very much at night, and so is Mael. But they say the king is also active during the day, and so is his sorcerer. So this is not a situation. One is they are not active at all during the day. They are just active all the time, as if they are completely rejuvenated suddenly, and suddenly have the energy of younger men, the vigor of younger men. Go ahead.
They're just like not sleeping.
Apparently, they're not sleeping. They are just working and going. People are just worried that they are not that they're possessed, but that they are doing something to stay awake.
Weird. Okay. Can't get my camera to focus back in. Huh. Okay.
Now, Mael is a dark-haired, crazy-haired man. He's older, but his eyes are continually bloodshot. His hands, they shake. His whole body shakes, as if he's about to explode at a moment's notice. The king has taken to almost a jittery style to himself. He's not quite got the shakes, but he's very jittery.
Interesting. Does what does the queen think of all this?
Queen probably would be concerned if she wasn't so far into the Amber Veil that she has have just sort of gone down the rabbit hole and is spending her nights there under mask, but her husband is busy with the sorcerer. She's off doing her own thing. She seems to be disassociating.
Okay. Well, it's convenient that she likes to hang out at the Amber Veil, because that's where I will be a lot too.
Which brings us directly to the next There's been priests. The priests are still outside the
Yep.
Amber Veil. There have been priests day and night shouting prayers at the Amber Veil since it's opened. Fewer words about sin lately, more about debt and coin. But they're still sending people out to feed them. They're still sending people out with blankets because it's still December. Who's been going to the Vale besides Roz? Anyone else been going to the Vale?
Anarawd might have looked in, but only because he's curious about Badolf and kind of wants to keep an eye on him.
And keeping an eye on
Make sure he's
Battle
not up to
is
any.
okay. Now, you haven't actually introduced yourself really to Battle, have you?
No, I mean, if he's still doing the mask thing, I'll just wear my crow mask.
Okay. Oh yeah, he's still. The people are still entering with masks. Not everybody walks in with a mask, but people still are doing the mask thing. It's the polite thing to do to wear a mask, and people are doing it. So if you enter with the crow mask, he still does not wear a mask.
Mm-hmm.
His hairstyle has not changed. It's still outrageously ginger. He still invites you over with the same grin, bows. Mr. Crow, harp, scop of fame. Have you come to play for us this evening?
Only if you request it.
I believe it would be wonderful if you did. Please, in the main hall if you like.
Very well. Yeah, and he will perform a song.
Would you like to take half on a difficulty 4 with manipulation plus
4, eh?
performance?
Now here's the question, because I could really, really just like knock it out of the park.
You could.
Using awe.
You could.
But then he would be 100. He'd know I was a kindred.
He would 100% know you're a kindred.
But here's the thing: I don't think I can resist doing that. So 8 plus my 3. That's 11. That's 11 dice, which I will roll.
That's 6 successes.
That's 6 successes.
That is fantastic. You put on an amazing show. And while you're doing so, you notice Bad Wolf is staring directly at you. And
I'm just gonna wink.
Yeah, and he catches the wink, and it's everything around him is moving, except him. He's perfectly still. And he just, at the very just edge of his lips, curve ever so slightly into a grin. And he nods and he tips his head to you. And he turns his back and begins talking to another patron.
I'm probably going to regret that.
Too bad we haven't had that coterie meeting so I can let everyone know just how intent this guy is on figuring out who we all are.
Yeah.
I thought for sure you were going to intentionally throw that and like ruin his party.
Yeah, but the thing is, Anarod's an egomaniac. He couldn't do a bad performance. He couldn't even just do an average performance.
Suni, do you spend any time at the or do you happen to be at the Vale when this goes down?
Is the Vale, because the first night that we went there, it was this big happening to do. Is it continuing to be a to do, or is it more of a is it more like a new watering hole kind of a deal?
It's not a watering hole. It's because the clientele doesn't allow it to be. It is a playground for the upper crust of Wessex.
Well, then, yeah. I don't know if I'm there that night, but I'm definitely there trying to rub elbows. I am continuing to wear my nightjar, and I'm continuing to try and suss out the three that I want to know.
All right. One thing you notice: you do not see the Roman mask, half mask again at the party, at
When they
least.
spoke, did they have a foreign accent?
Yes, they did. They had a foreign accent.
Okay. That checks out then.
Yep, you did not see the Roman half mask again. Porcelain Kitty, you have seen, but not really had the time to speak with. Much like their mask, they are aloof, hard to get to. And the other you just haven't noticed yet.
All right, then I guess I would continue sort of doing what I've been doing in the past at the taverns and just kind of trying to be there and not necessarily be known, but definitely be listening.
Okay, so you want to establish yourself as kind of a presence. Do you want to be noticed, or are you trying to be unnoticed? There's power in both.
Yeah, I would. I guess it would be like I wouldn't be standoffish, but I wouldn't be instigating any sorts of conversations outside of those three.
Okay. So one thing you do notice in that situation is that it becomes the one thing that becomes blatantly clear is the greatest crime that can be committed in the Vale is to not have conversation. Is to just be there. Is to not contribute. Is the biggest crime of the Vale. That and then of course, hurting the people who work there. But perhaps even more than that, being boring. Not saying you're boring, but if you came off as boring to battle, if that's the biggest crime that could be.
If then, assuming I notice that, I would do my best to blend in more.
Okay. All right. You hear lots of so many more rumors that you pick up that you wouldn't have picked up before. You hear things. There's a new Thane, and the name you'll probably scoff at. It is Kineric. Kineric has been promoted from his actions at Skaldmere. No doubt, have promoted him to Thane of Basing. But the king,
I got him that title.
You
The
did
title
get-
is mine.
yeah,
It's his to have, but it's mine.
that is one of the big rumors. A bastard has been promoted to Thane. He's gaining quite a reputation, quite a warrior's reputation for his the way he treats pagans. He's being known as the Pagan Hammer.
Oh, the pagan hammer.
Yes,
He has done well in defending
Hammering pagans. Yeah.
the Elderman's territory, and it's good for him to have been promoted. Perhaps he can continue rising as through his unnatural strength and wicked timing.
natural strength and wicked timing. I love it. Anarawd, do you sing any songs about Kineric, or do you just let it? Because you hear tales. Tales are starting. He's popular. He's even attracted
Nah.
men around him.
Nah, no songs about Kineric right now.
No songs about Kineric. Okay, just checking. All right. Cuthwin's hall is warm. Cuthwin is gone, and his hall is warm again. It's said that the lady meets with strangers, and the hearth pretty much gone cold. So people are already whispering about Wendreda's court again. Now that Cuthwin's gone and that she's in charge, something about that situation just keeps alerting suspicion. Maybe it's the pale-faced nobles that come staggering out of there. The other big rumor that's going around is the dungeons seem to be a one-way trip lately. People have been going in, no one's coming out. And then finally, the big one. What's going on in St. Catherine's Hill? I want to know what the coterie wants to do about that. The Queen wants to go. He wants to see the pagans. He's excited. He's even going to wear a mask. He's going to dress up. She's hoping for things to happen. She's hoping for that kind of party. She has no idea. But she's definitely going to drag one of her ladies with her, who's it going to be?
Of course.
Davey, are you going to go check out the pagans this evening?
Yeah. Definitely.
Suni, you've heard that there's going to be trouble. There's going to be a group of Christians who are probably going to try to disrupt this event this evening. Are you going to be there to stop them, or are you going to be there to warn them, or are you going to be there maybe just to watch?
I think a little bit of all three, depending on the vibe of the event. We'll see where I fit in.
It is December. It is winter. It is late at night. Things have been weird, so I hope there's some suspicion. Maybe Robin will pop out. Who knows? This might be the crone. You never know. All right. So, I just have a couple more questions before we go. Then we're going to hit our break. Then we're going to get started. Suni, a thin beggar laid earlier in the evening before you went to the Vale House kind of tugs at your forelock as you pass by in the market with a palm outstretched for a coin. He leans in close and he says, "They're gathering tonight. Good men. True Christians. Torches and cudgels. They're marching up St. Catherine's Hill to put an end to the heathen rites. Someone told them where the pagans would be. I don't know, Master, but if you give me a coin, I might know some more."
Do I recognize this person, or is this just a...
Oh, this is someone who's given you information before.
Okay. It's kind of Suni's MO at this point now to sense the beast at any nook and cranny. So I'm going to sense the beast.
Okay. The man who's offering the information?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, go for it. Roll it.
Resolve and animalism.
Well, not that you know that.
I'm going to spend a willpower.
Oh, you're going to spend a willpower. Okay, fantastic. That's fantastic. You got a critical. You know exactly what he is. He's just a normal human being.
Okay.
He has no ill will towards you. No beast on him, but you are 100% convinced he is just a human being. He's breathing. There's nothing special about him, but you're good. You're checking regularly, and you're establishing that, which is good. Slays down things for later.
Yeah, I'll give him the coin and get the more information.
He goes, they remember what happened at Skaldmere, my lord. They remember what happened to Kinrick, so they plan to go there and make a show of it. Probably 15 to 16 of them. being led. I don't know by who, but he's a big man. Dark hair. He's actually got a sword. The others just got sticks and stones and torches.
It is good that you've told me this, sir. I don't know that these pagans in particular deserve the same fate as the Skaldmere ones, but time will tell, and I will see you there, I suppose.
Oh, I'll be nowhere near that bloodshed. No.
Oh, okay.
Wulfstann. While you're preparing for tonight's ritual, you don't have to answer me if you want to hold on. But at the camp's outskirt, one of the younger followers kneels before you with face pale. Master, the Christians speak of you already. They call you warlord, witch, twice-born devil. Some say you mean to raise the old gods on the hill. They fear you, and in their fear, they're going to come, and they're going to come, Master. I just wish to tell you.
Let them fear, then. They'll just validate that what we are doing is right.
Yes, Master. Yes. It's as you say, Master.
Now go. I must prepare.
He stands and he scutters away back off to do his duties on the hill. Anarawd, as you tune your harp in solitude after playing your amazing song in the Vale and impressing battle, voice seems to echo from the strings themselves. Discordant. It's not yours, but it echoes. The strings move on their own. They march tonight, torches up the chalk path, axes for the pagans, prayers for their god. Will you stand idle, or will you sing with fire? You hear a voice next to you. Oh, what was that? That was beautiful. A woman wearing a mask turns and looks at you, not realizing that it was the harp itself singing, not you.
Oh, just something I'm working on. Would you like to hear some more?
She's already moved on.
He just like shakes it off and is like kind of holding the harp a little bit close to him, and he's just like, "Can you hear me? You're speaking to me now. Why are you speaking to me all of a sudden? You never spoke to me before. Not with words."
They march tonight, torches up the chalk path, axes for the pagans, prayers for their gods. Will you stand idle, or will you sing with fire?
Think you know the answer to that? We have work to do. And he puts the harp back in the case and starts to make his way to the hill.
Excellent. Roswynn, the queen, excited, wonders at what kind of dress you can whip her up in time. Now, somehow taking for granted your supernatural speed that you've O'Brien'd her, to use an anachronism.
My dear lady, if you insist on going tonight, you know that I will accompany you. However, I do think it best that we use the utmost discretion. After all, if you're discovered, it could be quite scandalous. I suggest that we wear peasant's clothes, to be honest, so that we may blend in more and not stand out as ladies of import.
Oh, yes. That's a wonderful idea. We can go in costume. They'll never know. They'll never know. It'll be wonderful. We can hide amongst them, and they'll never know it was
Exactly, my
us.
lady.
If something should happen to us, they'll never know. They'll never know. How will they know? She looks worried for a moment. Oh, nothing can happen to us. Nothing will happen to us. It's St. Catherine's Hill. What could possibly happen to us in St. Catherine's Hill? She goes, we must go.
My
Present-
lady, I must admit I have some apprehension in going, my lady, but
Oh, tell me about
I
your
cannot deny
apprehension.
you what you desire.
Tell me about your apprehension.
Obviously, if we were to be caught, it would be quite a scandal.
Scandal I can
This-
handle. My husband
Whatever my
runs
lady
around
desires.
with an addled sorcerer vibrating like something that is about to disgorge itself violently. And I'm expected to not have a scandal. No, that will not do. If I'm caught at the pagan festival, I'm caught at the pagan festival. So be it. It's at night. What could they possibly do to me? Burn me at the stake? What is this? The fifth century? No. This is 801.
Whatever my lady desires.
She's a modern lady from 801.
Feels like it.
Well, I will whip us up a couple of very plain clothes costumes and very simple masks to wear and some like hooded robes. I am not going to use my expert craft skills. I want these to look very homespun. And yeah.
All right, I'm going to put us on our 10-minute break, and we'll be right back, everyone. See you soon. Welcome back, everyone. All right, welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. It's good to see everybody, and we're getting ready to start the next half of our game. And how's everyone doing? Everyone have a good break? Everyone ready to get going? Everyone's mic still good? Got their selves unmuted?
I believe so.
I think so,
Sure.
yeah.
Yes.
Perfect, excellent.
Yeah.
I think drink.
Are you actually drinking Quick Crafters without being told to hydrate every 2 seconds?
I am drinking water to be sure. Yes, don't worry about it.
I don't have a hydrate command, so
I mean, you might be summoning them if if you're saying that. But
I might have to get a hydrate command, a crit hydrate command. There we go.
don't.
Command, I can follow you here. It'll be a little game. They can use my channel points. All right.
Crit hydrate. Some people are. Jesus. No. Yeah, thank you.
Okay, so we're gonna get started. Once you take a second, let yourselves get into character. The climb is a long shadow descent. The chalk path faintly gleaming under a waning moon. Frost crunches beneath every step, and the air bites with a silence so deep it presses on the ear. From the summit, the valley below is swallowed in darkness. Only the faint glow of Winchester's hearths flicker like dying embers in the north. The earthworks crown the hill, black ditches choked with rime, their mounds dusted in a pale silver sheen. Within them stands a ring of ancient yews, their limbs like withered arms, clawing skyward. The trees creak in the cold wind, their shadows weaving long skeletal patterns across the snow. At the heart lies a chalk stone slab, half buried and rimmed with hoarfrost. Its surface gleams faintly as though the moon itself has taken it in for a mirror. Scattered about are the remnants of older rites, fragments of bone, a charred post still black against the white ground, the faint impression of pits long filled in. The hilltop is alive with omens. Ravens roost along the ramparts, their black eyes catching starlight. The wind moves through the trees with a sound almost like the voices, and from time to time a fox's bark echoes in the valley below, breaking the stillness. Here at midnight, the line between the worlds feels perilously thin. Place where the living may trespass into the realm of gods, shades of darker things still. The druid moves in his lurching, uneven gait, cloaked in leather, mottled with moss and shadow. His long brown hair veils his face as he lifts a smoldering branch, tracing smoke across the air. The gathered 30 watch in silence. The ruins of St. Catherine's Hill holding their breath. Ivy clings to broken stone. Brambles guard the edges, and the hush of twilight settle in the cloak. His voice, cracked and earthen, rises low at first, then stronger, carrying like wind through hollow stone.
By leaf and ruth, by stone and rain, I cleanse this place of grief and stain. Old walls, remember not your sorrow. Be whole again for each tomorrow.
He circles the ring of people, wafting the smoke over them. Some close their eyes, inhaling, as if it were more than herbs, but memory itself being burned away. His chant deepens, steady as a drumbeat.
Blood and earth and breath of the sky. Let shadow fade, let sickness die. By fire spark and rivers flow. The spirit heals and the hearth may grow.
At the center of the ruin he halts, pressing his palm against the cold, ivy-draped stone. His shoulders bow as if he listens to the hill itself. Then he speaks once more, voice rising into a call that seems both prayer and command.
Hill of St. Catherine, ruth and bone, take what is broken, make it whole. We are but guests upon your skin. Cleanse us as we begin again.
The last words linger, caught in the smoke that coils skyward, and the silence of the hill is deep, as though every stone and tree leans in to listen. Anites. What do they see, Crit Crafters?
In a circle of attendees, placed in reverent motion, they are marked by a deer freshly slain's blood on their forehead as the druid slowly moves around, lurched a bit lower than his frame would normally allow. It gives you the impression that if he would simply dared standing straight, he would stand much taller. He slowly went around to the people that he believed were his faithful and would mark them to be sure that now they could tread within the sacred, or at least renewed sacred ground of St. Catherine's Hill.
Mean, not a member of your gathering, begins clapping happily at the edge of the gathering. You hear it. Just a excited, overly excited clapping.
Do we see
Excellent.
that?
What was
One
that, David?
person clapping.
Yes.
Do we see the one person
I'll-
clapping?
Yes.
Yes.
I'll
Do we-
I'll begin clapping along with her. Like we're just gonna
You-
we're gonna
Roswynn
try
is
and
there.
make this seem normal.
Wulfstann would moves like lurching, like almost like as if he had a almost as if he had a wounded leg almost, and would slowly make his way towards the queen, or at least the woman before him that's clapping. Would she be wearing any Catholic regalia, or she doesn't wear any cross or anything of the sort?
No, she's not wearing anything that would indicate religion at all. And she's wearing a mask. It is a swan mask. A very beautiful mask that she has other people
I
have seen.
wanted us to wear plain clothes.
No, she is wearing the plain
Okay.
clothes, but she is wearing the
She's
mask
got
over
the swan mask on.
But she is going with the swan mask.
She's
yes.
just as bad as her husband.
She.
I would move closer towards her.
Child, you are new within my gathering, are you not?
Yes, yes. Oh, he looks up. When he's talking to me. She turns back. Yes, yes, very much.
Does she have any piece of the is the mask a full face, or is it just like the upper part?
It's just
of
the
her
it's
face?
the upper part. Her mouth is visible.
Excellent. He'd probably like in his hand having like the stag's heart would probably just like press his hand firmly into it to gather like blood as if from a sponge, and would just, if she doesn't move out, drag a bloodied thumb on her cheek.
And she kind of shivers a little bit, and she internally freaks out for a moment, and she
Woden, and Frigg, watch over you, child. Consider this place ground for you to thread safely upon and be protected.
And like casually just move along.
begins clapping again, very excited. Like it's almost as if she's doing something for her benefit that as no one else's. She just begins clapping very excitedly. Anarawd,
Perfect.
how are you taking this in?
Anarawd is standing off to one side and kind of grinning widely at the theatrics, clearly enjoying the presence that this priest has. But he's keeping an eye out for two things. One, I'm looking around for anything supernatural with sense of the unseen, and I'm also keeping one, looking over my shoulder every now and then for this lynch mob that's supposed to be coming.
Right. So you're looking to see if there's anything supernatural hidden using obfuscate. Not just the presence of
Yes.
supernatural, just something that's hiding beyond sight.
Yeah. Or
All
any
right.
spirits or ghosts or
Yes,
anything like
yep.
that.
Anything like that
I
that's in the
believe-
area.
I believe I get an extra dice.
You do.
Because of my resonance.
That is correct.
Oh my god, I always forget how bad my roll is for this. Wits and Auspex, right? Ugh. That's 2 successes. But I will re-roll 2 dice.
Okay.
And it will make no difference.
It'll make no difference. I wish you hadn't used those that willpower anyway, because there is nothing hiding supernaturally that you can tell. There's no spirits, there's no ghosts, there's no vampires hiding.
Hey, I have no idea.
You have no
They
idea,
could be
but
there, I would know.
But now you do. You're confident that there's nothing really, that it's just you, Wulfstann. This is Wulfstann. He is famous. He's actually kind of a rock star.
Yeah.
He's kind of a local rock star. He's got a large group that follows him everywhere, and it's massive. It's a herd 4 size group. Plus, some retainers. You know the type.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's fun.
He's a good hang.
He's a good hang. Suni, how about you? How are you reacting to all this?
I'm just kind of taking it in, seeing how everybody else reacts, and basing my reaction off of that. I don't want anyone to necessarily get too uppity, but other than that, I'm pretty much just trying to match the vibe.
If anything, Wulfstann would probably try to go around all the attendees and mark them with the blood of the stag's heart, if they let them. If anybody's standing somewhat in the shadow or anything like that, he'd probably make a way even through that. Try to make everybody kind of like part of this. Like, you cannot just be a bystander and just be like observer here. You're a pagan, and you need to admit it to yourself, otherwise you don't belong. Is the type of vibe.
How does Roswynn take that?
I mean, the queen already allowed herself to be marked. She'll allow it too. She's going to be very quietly observing. mostly trying to keep the queen out of trouble.
Keeping the queen out of trouble? Okay. Everyone else has noticed everyone else at the party, I'm assuming. Roswynn's just not in a fine dress. She's dressed like normal, but you guys aren't wearing your masks, I take it.
No.
No.
No, I don't think so.
And you do look like Suni this evening, correct?
Yes.
Oh, I don't get Suna.
You don't get Suna. Maybe later.
All right, so I'll recognize you two, but I'm wearing a mask, so you guys won't necessarily recognize me.
Yeah. Well, actually, I saw you wearing the mask before, so
That's
probably
true. You'll
two
recognize.
and
Yeah,
two
if I'm
together.
wearing the same mask from the veil,
I think
which I guess
Anarawd
I
would-
am. God.
You've only got one mask.
One.
I would have worn a torn bed sheet on my head rather than wear that mask again. It's a dumb idea, my lady. Dumb idea.
You're not very clever.
No.
Edbert. Poor
Anarawd would
Edbert.
probably sidle over to Suni. And this is probably the first time he's talked to Suni in quite a while. He goes, "Oh, what are you doing here, Suni? You looking for some more pagans to smite?"
I don't necessarily know that these ones are riled up enough to pose a threat.
Of course they don't pose a threat. They're just people practicing their beliefs. Beliefs that predate any of this Christian nonsense.
Absolutely. Are you still sore about Skaldmere?
Kinrick here? Is he coming? With the mob?
I couldn't tell you.
I'm here to offer these people my protection if I can. I'd advise
I
you
wouldn't.
not to get involved.
You think me a monster, do you?
I don't think you're a monster. I think you're an opportunist.
Well, let's remember who marched first.
Still very suspicious, don't you think? Doesn't add up what happened.
That night? No.
I think somebody got played.
I would agree.
You
Kind of
did
like in the
exactly
middle
what
of
they
their
wanted to.
conversation, Wulfstann rides up to them.
Are you ready to receive the sacred touch of Woden?
Towards Suni. Does he wear any Christian symbols or anything of the sort?
No, definitely not. Suni looks around and notices. Is this a place where he could continue doing his flaunting of religious beliefs and just be like, I'm not a Christian, I'm a this one?
I mean, Wulfstann's probably standing uncomfortably close, and it is really up to him what he wants to say. So, but like the heart is really close, and the hand is already pressed in it. It's a if you say no, you need to get out of here type thing. You feel it.
Yeah. No, I'm mostly just taking the temperature of the room and like not noticing any important Christians around.
No
And not
important.
noticing anybody.
No.
Oh,
From the
probably
Queen.
not.
No.
Right,
No
like,
important
I'm
Christians.
not noticing anybody who's going to like try and question my baptism because I'm here. So I 100% I'm just like, yeah, sure, mark me, let's do it. Also, you I'm also giving off the body language of like you said that you're standing uncomfortably close. You're not standing uncomfortably close.
No, that's perfect. Excellent. And he's gonna press and just like, pass the thumb on his cheek. And may Woden be with you, and we follow into the wake of your fights and battles. And he's gonna pass on to Anarawd, doing the same ritual, and then to the next, and then to the next, and then to the next.
Wulfstann, real quick,
He's like ready to give you a hug.
please give me a wits plus awareness check.
Wits
Difficulty
plus
3.
awareness.
Difficulty 3.
Sure, okay.
So what is your wits plus awareness?
Wits plus awareness is 5.
So you're gonna roll. So you have a
Finally someone
hunger.
with good wits plus awareness.
Yep.
And awareness 1. My
Awareness
hunger
2.
1, correct?
Yeah, and hunger. So you don't add your hunger. One of your dice is a hunger dice. The other 4,
okay.
the other ones are regular dice.
Gotcha. Here we go.
Yep.
Roll.
Oh, perfect. You got 3 successes. As you are marking Anarawd, you notice that on his hip is an ancient rowan wood harp. Old. Probably something that's not that's older than him, for sure. Older than you, for sure.
Does it have any specific origin that I would know of, or
just its make. Its make is pre. You know it as the way they made harps before the Romans arrived.
I would look him into the eye and
Wood allows for a second life. You brought an instrument here that predates most of us. Where did you find such a marvel?
It's a gift.
Then you must be loved, and for that twice blessed.
and he's simply going to mark him a second time and move on.
I just kind of go to Suni. I'm his favorite.
That's perfectly fine. Someone has to be.
The ritual, I'd say, would probably change a bit of a beat at that moment, where the fire would start up, and if any drums would start beating, kind of like, and it's kind of like giving this like feeling of a medieval rave, if anything. But yes.
So there's drum beats. There is the fire. Kindred, who are not used to fire, please give me a resolve plus composure.
I've been practicing with fire.
You
No,
have,
kitty cat.
but that'll come into effect when you spend XP to increase either your resolve or your composure.
Resolve plus
good.
composure. Oof.
Oh gosh, I'm rolling a willpower.
It's two successes.
I'm good.
Okay, I'm fine now. The willpower, but I'm fine now.
Oh shit. Ah.
Well, one
Okay,
second.
I'm
One
re-rolling
second.
is it 2 or 3 I reroll? Or is it 3? I can reroll 3, right? Or is it
It's
2?
up to 3 as long as
I
the
always-
blood dice.
I
Yeah, it should
always
be the
forget.
black ones. Yeah, the black dice.
I got 2.
You got it. You made it. You do not frenzy. Did anyone not
That
get
was a
2
bit bad.
successes?
Nope. I'm good.
All right. So the bonfire flares up, and the mortals ecstatically begin to dance. Am I correct, Crit Crafter?
Oh, yes.
Do you have anything that you wish to say while the dancing is going on?
It'd probably be more chanting, calling out,
By Woden and Twig, by Frigg and all the ancient and all that inhabits the land, protect my flock.
and so on and so forth.
All right,
As
everybody.
I notice the dancing, I would absolutely join in on the dancing.
Excellent. Anybody who has not activated Blush of Health, do you wish to activate Blush of Health now?
Yeah, I probably would have done that before I came out.
Okay, roll it.
Valid points,
Completely forgot to though. I'm good.
as is tradition. Oh yeah, we look like dead people.
I'm good with not, just for the lore of it.
Oh, okay, so at some point, I'm gonna need a Wits plus awareness check from Roswynn first, because you were the first one he was up close to.
I think I don't do it either.
When he was close, and he was speaking to the queen,
Mm-hmm.
you did not feel his breath. His skin is clammy, dead, gray, lifeless. I need the same. The two of you were up close to him as well. Wisp plus awareness from you two. Successes if you don't need to roll it if you have a 4 or better in your Wisp plus awareness.
Oh, okay. I'll take half then.
Take half?
I believe I would have sensed the beast. Is that something that we can roll?
Yeah, we can roll Sense the Beast if you like. Yep.
Okay.
Was expecting this. Yep. That would not be enough to sense the beast, though. Sense the beast would be... Well, actually, you need to roll against... 1 second. Quick crafters, you're going to roll... And you only need
Composure
to be...
subterfuge.
Composure plus subterfuge, please.
All right, give me a second. Ooh.
So not only do you not sense the beast, but you technically get a messy failure, a critical failure. So your compulsion comes into effect. So you're also covetous of what he has. And what he has is the rapt attention of his congregation.
Great.
Yay! We're gonna be so much great friends.
Great.
Oh no.
Someone's telling you to give them the aux cable. I'm just doing that for a little bit.
yeah, I'm gonna sit on it.
All right,
Because I
but
do believe that I've been going a little bit ham on the covetousness.
yes,
Because it is just a 2-die penalty to not
do something.
get the thing that I covet, right? Like
Right.
it's not a insane must. No, it's like a
Must be
like-
mine.
Oh, but it's been
I'm
fun,
I'm
not
I'm
gonna lie.
chill. It has been really fun.
All right, Wulfstann, lead us through your ritual a little bit more.
As the bonfire begins, the smell of burnt flesh is a bit more prevalent when the carcass of the stag is being burned. And some of the more perhaps experienced attendees seem to be taking to part of the legs and so forth and dragging to draw a circle around the top of the hill itself, or rather like the gathering itself. It seems as if not exactly a it gives you the impression that it is a circle of protection of sort that is being drawn by the blood of a freshly killed animal, or a large or a large animal. There's more chanting, but it is more guttural in nature. Anybody that's been to an Ainwar concert know exactly the vibe that I'm talking about. People with face paint and so forth coming out. and it's getting a bit more wild and perhaps a bit more touchy feely to the people who are more Christian, because pagan are more in touch with their perhaps a bit more open to let themselves go loose.
Queen, having no compunction or inhibitions at all, is letting loose.
Perfect.
She is joining in. She is getting white girl drunk if possible, even though there doesn't seem to be anything to
Again.
drink. Again, this is her MO. She just loves every situation she's in that does not include the king.
Perfect.
Let's be real. I've got some sort of flask with me that's full of wine that I'm handing her every so often. And I'm, making sure she doesn't trip and fall into the fire. And I'm dancing with her. And
All right. Well, as this is going on, how are the other two of you reacting? We see what Roswynn's apparently just going to keep up with the queen. All right, I like it. I love it. Davey, Josh, how are you keeping up with the with everything that's going on?
Well, I'll be kind of dancing and taking part in the festivities, but we've clocked that Wulfstann is kindred, right?
He's at least dead. Yes, you've pretty much clocked it if you got those two successes.
Yeah,
He is the Walking Dead.
Not.
Yes, Joshy has not.
Yeah, Anarawd's a little petty right now. I'm not even going to tell you. Anarawd will approach Wulfstann if he's not currently doing ritual things, and will kind of just sidle up and say, "Bring your warning, priest. The Christians are coming. I heard that there will be a large party of them foraying up here this evening."
Question to you, Zed. Would it have been possible to leave my families somewhere along the way to give me a pre-warning if any Christians are coming along?
Absolutely, yes, you could have.
I would have done so because I was forewarned about it. Wulfstann will look towards Anarawd, still having in his hands his branch, like still smoking a bit, and go slowly about his form. Like you feel that Anarawd is speaking to him, but he's not really listening for a second, until it takes him a second to focus on him, kind of like almost as if seeing him for the first time. And I know, and let them come. It will only confirm that they wish to stop what is right and true.
That's what they want. I do not wish it to come to violence, but if it does, I shall stand with you.
Violence is the answer of the weak. When you cannot face something that is true, you try to quell it. People will know and remember.
You want to be attacked?
Yeah. Wulfstann's going to look around for a second and just look back towards Anarawd.
No, but I do not control what is to happen, as I cannot control the wind or the flow of water. If this is the will of Twi, we will be attacked. And if it is the will of Woden, we will triumph.
He seems self-assured in his own thing, as if like you feel as if he believes firmly that the gods are with him, and like there's no like, as a person that's almost like, I'm a chosen and they will protect me, damn it, type thing. That's kind of like the feeling and the vibe you get from him.
Yeah, Anarawd admires that. His own optimism about his religion's chances is not quite as high as Wulfstann's, but he kind of nods his head and goes, "Very well, so be it. I'll keep a watch out."
You need not. The forest watches for me.
I have another friend who has watchers in nature.
Ah, is he one that hears the whisper of the wind?
Don't know. I shall be sure to ask him.
Then please do, and let him know. If the earth speaks to him, he is always welcome at St. Catherine's Hill.
It's funny. When I was growing up, pagans did not practice openly, lived in fear. Very, very few of us. But seeing you and your followers out in the open, unafraid, it warms my heart a little bit.
They aren't afraid because they walk in the wake of the twice-born, the called. He who knows, for I am Wulfstann of the Wilds.
Would you like some music, Wulfstann?
I always love music, for it is normally a way to bring what is dead, wood, strings, back to life with a soul of his own.
Anarawd will take out the harp and begin to play along with the drums and the whatever rhythm is going on there. He'll just kind of add his kind of layers to it.
Okay. You gonna take half, or you gonna go for it? You gonna pop some awe.
Yeah, I'm gonna go for it. Yeah, I'll pop some awe and I'll rouse too.
Okay.
I get hungrier, but
you get
that's
hungrier.
fine.
That's fine. Roll it
I'm always
again.
too hungry.
Your blood potency. You remember you're generation 10. You re-roll that. It's
I
it's a
re-roll it?
power. Yep, it's a power.
Oh yeah, this is my.
Yep, your generation.
Okay, yeah, sure. Take that.
All
Yeah,
right,
that's much
there
better.
you go. That's only for power. It's a power re-roll.
Yeah, the reroll, the roll there, sorry, was for rousing rather than for the power, though. Does that make a difference?
Oh yeah, it does. Yes. Sorry.
Okay, I'll take that. I'll
Don't
take
worry
that
about it.
hunger
Yeah.
then. All right,
Take the
so
Got excited.
it's all right. I keep you honest, or you keep me honest, one of the two.
All right, so roll your. Oh my God, so many dice.
Oh my God, what?
The fuck is that?
That is exactly what you needed. Anything less, you would have got a critical failure because you needed 4 successes.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Okay,
I'm
so
just I'm keeping it low key.
You're keeping it low key. But you play. You play well. You meet the success threshold. You play in tune with everything. It's beautiful, and it plays your songs, and it does it the way it's supposed to, and it acts exactly the way you'd want it to. Nothing strange happens with the harp.
Okay, that's good news. Yeah, Anarawd is just kind of like watching Suni and Roswynn and the Queen as well.
What's Roswynn doing?
Still pretty much babysitting white girl drunk queen, and I'm sure that she's probably heard the music, and so she's locked her eyes with Anarawd at some point just to be like, you are here too, I see. Yeah, he'll recognize me with the mask on, so watching
your
him
mask
talk to
again?
Wulfstann, wondering what's up. Morning
Uh,
dove, I believe.
A mourning
right?
dove.
Mine was a
Yep.
morning dove.
Morning dove. Correct. Swan and morning dove. Great combination. Suni, what are you up to?
Can I take a look around and what is so Wulfstann is affecting a druid, yes?
Druid, priest, religious figure. It is, yeah, something of the kind. Yes.
Is there elaborate headdresses involved?
He does not have an elaborate headdress. No.
Oh no. Okay.
Sorry.
Um how much does and I can roll about this. How much does Suni know about the types like the gods that are being worshipped in this ceremony?
How much occult do you have?
pagan I have 0 occult.
Woden sounds a lot like Odin, which which you've heard stories about.
I do know quite a bit about Odin.
You know a little bit about Odin, but you have occult 0.
So, is my line of thought insane or no? I want to do some sort of vicissitude to affect myself to look like one of these gods.
Let's poke your own eye out.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give
Or
you
chop your-
I'm gonna
or
give you a
chop one of
high
your hands off.
difficulty. I'm gonna give you a high difficulty. So it's gonna be a difficulty 5.
If only we had some V20 setites here, they'd be able to pull this off.
20
So
setites.
difficulty 5. What's the roll? I'm rolling my vicissitude.
Vicissitude. What's your vicissitude? What's your dice pool in vicissitude?
Resolve Protean is a 5.
All right. So
And I can I rouse to increase my resolve?
yes, you
or
can
is it
rouse to
only
increase your
okay.
resolve. Yes.
So I will first rouse to increase my resolve. Increases by 2. Resolve Protean is now a 7 pool. And I will roll it.
Ah, there you go.
Nice.
All right.
I'm going to spend the willpower to see if I can.
Okay.
6.
Nice. All right. So you turn away from memory.
I have to get a little bit hungrier for my vicissitude.
Yep. There you go. So you get a little hungrier. You turn away. You begin melding your face from memory, a crystal clear memory. You don't know where it came from. Something you saw somewhere, some image you saw somewhere on something, and you can't even recall. You just know that it's Woden. And you mold your face, and when you come up, you look up, and you can't. Crit crafters, have Wulfstann give me a wits plus awareness check. Difficulty 2. What's your dice pool? Wits plus awareness.
1 second.
Yep.
I need to. Where did I put my sheet? No, it went away. Second. I do believe it is 5.
It is 5. So you can take half.
I will take 5. I will take half.
Well, one of the men you talked to before, you notice he kind of ducked away, and when he turns around,
I would have tried to like remove myself a little. Like I would have wandered away from the fire.
Did you change your clothes?
Nope.
Nope. And that's the question I'm asking. Someone wearing the same clothes as a man you talked to before comes back, but his face is now an image that you've only seen in maybe art before, but it is Woden. It is what you would expect Woden to look like in human,
Okay.
in the flesh.
Okay. Um,
And I've started echoing the chanting that Wulfstann was doing earlier.
sure.
Oh, give me a wits plus a manipulation plus performance check.
Could it be subterfuge because I'm pulling a prank?
I'll give you subterfuge.
Which manipulation plus subterfuge?
Yep, what is your total?
7.
You can take half.
BRB, guys.
I'd rather crit.
You'd rather crit
Jesus
twice.
fuck.
You'd rather crit.
Very convincing.
You
Very,
are
very
so convincing, in fact, that some of the members of the congregation kind of stop chanting along with Wulfstann and start chanting along with you. They start coming around you and they're like, Woden. And they start bowing. I mean, I can't help it. You critted twice. You got 10
I am
successes. You got 10 successes. And they are just bowing down to you. Woden. Wulfstann. How does this make Wulfstann feel?
Probably ecstatic.
Okay.
It's he'd probably straighten slowly, his form kind of like moving around and towards this stranger, this wanderer, because it has been known that Woden, at least among pagans, that Woden sits back and watches and likes to see his own worship. He would take a second with his smoldering branch and take it, like bring himself to his knees in front of this Woden figure.
Stone remember, leaf endure, sky bear witness, earth assures. What was unclean is now set free, the hill is yield, so let it be. Woden, wanderer and keeper of path, guide my step where shadow hath passed. Your wisdom wild and deep guard this place, its peace to keep.
And you will await an answer from Woden.
Jesus. Your worship has not gone unnoticed. My appreciation for you cannot be stated. These times are times for the pagans to rise again. And you have been chosen.
As he says so, and almost like the words seem to be settling on ancient stone, Wulfstann would rise and with like his smoldering branch still kind of like circle around his head and around the form of Woden before him. Woden hears, the hill remembers. Go in peace and leave peace behind you. The crowd begins to almost like, reverently touch the grass. Some people pretty much marking the end of the ritual, maybe, as some people slowly move away and others remain still in the ecstatic beat of the drums. And normally these revelry last until the sun rises.
At about
As
this
any
point,
any of the people around who haven't retreated will receive blessings from Woden.
while Woden is blessing people, a raven flies into the clearing and lands on Wulfstan's shoulders.
Wulfstann will probably look panicked that it didn't land on Woden.
It's your famulus.
Oh, still, it's a raven, and Woden is the Lord of Ravens. So
It totally ignores Woden. Lands on your shoulder,
so it's like,
and it
We
gives
must
you.
disperse.
And I need everyone to make a wits plus awareness check. Difficulty 3. If you take half, take half.
I cannot take half.
Can
So
I choose not to roll?
if I have 5, I cannot take half.
Cannot
correct?
take half if you have 5. That is correct.
Shit, I got 2.
I got
1. You're player
Wow.
20.
Jeez.
You're player 23. I can fix that now.
And
At
I
least
mean,
nothing bad
Woden.
happened.
Yeah, I mean, Woden's right in front of me, so I'm clearly taken with him being there.
Right, exactly. Makes sense. Woden didn't notice either. Okay.
Am I supposed to be
Absolutely
rolling for
not.
something?
Yep. Wits plus awareness.
Wits plus awareness. All
Yep.
right.
Your favorite.
Yep.
You notice.
Oh my God, Roz is not oblivious.
You completely notice and no one else seems to notice the line of torches that are climbing up the hill.
Hmm.
That are climbing up the actual safe part of the hill to traverse. Otherwise, because this is an old hill fort, so part of it's very steep. You count.
I am going to grab my lady's hand. I am going to make eye contact with Anarawd in a very urgent manner, and I am going to get the F out of there with the queen.
Anarawd will rush over. What is it?
They're on their way. We need to leave now.
Mm-mm. No, you go, okay? I'm gonna stay here for a bit.
You know what will happen. There's too many of them. And they have torches. You know how that affects our kind.
Aye, but I just wanna. So this priest, I'm pretty sure he's one of us. Just wanna make sure him and his followers get out all right.
Very good. I must make haste.
Okay.
And with that,
Fit.
she is going to grab the queen and exit the party.
Take it. That's the queen under the swan mask. We're wearing the same mask as last time.
Right. So Roswynn and the queen.
Rolls her eyes and continues on.
So I'm taking you go straight back down the hill, or are you going to?
I'm going to go and. I don't want to go anywhere near that mob. I want to make sure we avoid them. So if I have to go down the steep side of the hill, I will. But yeah.
Queen does not seem to want to go down the steep side of the hill because it looks dangerous. It looks very very dangerous. She says she's willing to take the mask off and tell them to move out of her way.
Are you sure that's the best decision, my lady?
We can stay. We can stop whatever's happening.
Are you certain they'll listen?
Perhaps not. But should we run? Really?
I just fear for your safety, my lady.
I don't think anything terrible can happen to me here. I am the queen, of course. Nothing terrible can happen to me.
You believe you can prevent this violence? Do you think it would be wise?
She looks at Woden. She goes, I want to see what happens. Let's stay.
Okay, she's gonna find a somewhere that seems like it might be safe for them to linger, I guess.
What's Woden doing during all this? Now that you haven't noticed yet. No one's pointed anything out to you yet.
If I haven't noticed anything, I'm continuing to bless my followers, and
Do I know that's Suni and not Woden?
You can tell by the clothes. I mean, he's wearing the exact same outfit.
I'm like, oi, Woden. We've got company. Do something divine.
And I'll look around and see no company.
Down the hill.
Ah, a seer. What have you seen, my son? My follower?
The Christians are coming there at the bottom of the hill, O Lord.
Woden is here to lead us into glorious battle. There is no defeating us tonight.
We have the high ground.
Yes, my lord.
It's now Anarawd realizes he's going to die because of Suni's little joke. This hilarious little prank.
All right, so let me ask, who brought weapons to the religious gathering tonight?
Oh, me, definitely.
Do you have a
I
sword?
got nothing.
How about
I mean,
Suni?
I probably have an antler dagger, and that's my weapon.
What is Woden carrying tonight? Does he have a ceremonial spear tucked somewhere?
Oh no, Woden has his only weapon. His voice.
His voice. I love it. I love it. So what preparations are you making as the line of torches begins ascending the hill?
As a religious fanatic, I'm going to wait to Woden to lead the way because he is a god of war and he will evidently lead from the front.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna. I'll shout down at the Christians and. You Christians down there! Stay away! Our ritual is just complete. You will not desecrate our ground.
Down the hill, you can now just start to hear it. You hear the voice come back, and you've heard the voice before. It's a voice that baptized you, Father Keol. He goes, "Heathens, you desecrate holy ground. By order of God, surrender now, or taste our steel and fire."
What did my harp-
Roswynn recognizes that this is Suni dressed up in this Woden costume. And at this point, she's once again going to tug at the queen's sleeve and go, "My lady, I really think it's best we leave."
He says, "I think it might be best to now, but it might be too late." At this point,
What kind of check would it take for me to get her and myself down the back of that steep ass hill?
Dexterity plus athletics, difficulty 5.
No, okay, never mind.
Maybe not a difficult, maybe not a 5, but let's say a 3. Let's say a difficulty 3.
Okay. Oh no, I can't do that.
I don't know.
Could I have rolled an intimidation on
Yes, I want you to. I want you to roll a manipulation plus intimidation. Difficult, and it's going to be versus Father Creole. So
I'm gonna rouse for. Can I rouse again?
you are still roused on resolve.
So no.
You can rouse again, yes, but your resolve.
Okay.
Yes, you can rouse again. Your resolve rouse goes away though. You were hungrier. What is your hunger at now?
My hunger becomes 3.
Hey.
But I have. It's manipulation, intimidation. I'm assuming.
Manipulation, intimidation, correct. What's your dice pool?
Can attributes become above 5 in V5?
No.
No? Okay. So it is capped at 5 then. So I have a 7 pool.
7 pool. All right, roll for it. Oh, nice crit. All right, you hear? Oh, your heathen ways will not. We will not falter. And you hear some who goes, "We'll falter a little bit. We shall not falter."
Could I try something?
Yes. What would you like to try, Wulfstan?
Would it be possible to know if with Feral Whisper if there's a bear nearby?
You'd actually have to do the summon. You'd have to summon a bear first. Do you have
Okay.
what level of fortitude animalism do you have? Let me double check.
3.
You don't. Yes, you don't have animal summoning. You have quell the beast instead.
Gotcha.
So the bear would have to be local. Now you know what? Why don't we double check? You call out to a bear, and I will see if there's one there. This is
Sure.
an interesting take. Maybe there's one up on St. Catherine, so we'll find out.
So do you prefer manipulation animalism or charisma animalism?
Charisma animalism.
Charisma animalism. So that is 6. Could I use a willpower to reroll some of that?
You may reroll 3 of the black dice. Yes, so you may reroll 3 of them.
I will do that. So that's 4 successes.
4 successes. Okay. All right. On a failure, actually, let's roll a. Let's do this. On a failure, there's nothing. On a crit failure, there's still nothing. But let's go. All right. So, what do you do?
I would beckon the forest to answer by sending one of the greatest beasts that it has locally, a bear, to.
How do you vocalize that?
O spirit of the wild, answer my call. Use your wrath and avenge the encroachment of these fools. Let their steel be met by claw and tooth. Let your might quell and rip their mails, and let their entrail bathe upon your sacred grounds.
You hear a growl behind you. And out steps a large but malnourished dog.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah!
And it's just growling, and it gets between you and what's now you've noticed is about 20 Saxon men.
I have Woden beside me, and I believe it firmly. I'm not afraid.
All right. And you have about roughly half of your cultists still there. You got half of them out. You told half of them to leave. And half of them did when it was time. The rest, like you said, stuck around, were still doing the ecstatic dancing. And they are sort of huddled. They don't look like they're huddled for safety. They're huddled together they've picked up sticks. They've picked up whatever they could. Some of them picked up rocks. Some of them already had like staves and staves and things like that. But no one's really armed.
I'd probably ask them to extinguish the bonfire to let the safety of the darkness be our cloak and protection.
All right, they extinguish the bonfire. As the bonfire goes out, does anyone have aspects to see at night, or are they just relying on
I
dark
have
sight
something
right now?
to see at night.
Okay,
If I need to see at night, I can Eyes of the Beast.
who's
I have
activating?
Eyes of the Beast
Who's
as well.
activating Eyes of the Beast? All right, so Wulfstann's eyes and Suni and Woden's eyes will turn bright red in the night. Yes, Anarawd.
So I have a stupid plan.
Okay.
So using Melpomene,
Pomini, yep.
however you say that, I don't know, and awe, I am going to yell, since no one can see anything now, I am the god Bragi, and I am here to tell you, Christians, that you have failed. You have arrived too late. All of the gods now live upon this hill, and we bid you to come up into the darkness and face us. I'm using awe at a distance, so it sounds like this voice is coming like from all around them, basically.
I love it. All right, let's do it. Let's give me some. I want you to give me some manipulation plus intimidation plus your awe.
Oh, you
What's
had to
your
say
utmost?
manipulation and not charisma.
Yep.
All right, manipulation plus intimidation. I'm gonna rouse for this because I've not got a lot of manipulation or intimidation. So let's have I fail.
What's your hunger up to?
3.
Okay.
That's fine. Manipulation, intimidation. That is 2 dice, and my awe is 3. So that's 5, 6, 7 dice.
Difficulty is going to be 4.
And I pass.
And you
I got 4
pass.
successes.
All right, so it's a general difficulty 4. You pass the difficulty, and you hear some muttering and you hear the men as they've all kind of lined up, and there's a few with the front rank. There's a couple of them with swords. Most of them have farming implements. One of them has a woodcutter's axe. There's probably no more than 20 of them, and there's the 2 priests. Both priests are carrying swords. They're dressed in gray. They're carrying like short swords. They're ready to battle. One of them's carrying a cross in the rear. But you see the men, as you said that, they seem very shaken. I'm going to give them all a -2 to their actions for being so intimidated by your boasts. Wasn't expecting that. Roswynn, the queen is now finally tugging. She's like, "Oh, we need to go. I think we should go."
Can I rouse to help with that descent down the hill? Does that work?
You can help yourself down the hill. She's got to make her own rules.
Oh God, no! She's gonna break her neck.
Just roll down the hill gracefully.
You notice that, but she has pulled out a dagger from underneath her, from somewhere in her clothes, and she is prepared. Looks like she is prepared to defend herself.
Yeah, I would try and find a good defensible corner for us to hide in, more or less, and I'm hoping it doesn't come to actual fighting up here on the hill, but I'm more or less trying to hide us.
Wulfstann, what do? You see, you've heard the words of another god, because you were affected by that pretty much just as much as...
I mean, I'm a religious zealot, and 2 gods have spoken on my ritual. I'm not going anywhere. I'm like, I am blessed.
That's the opposite effect.
Like this is like whatever Woden is doing, or like this avatar of Woden is. I'm gonna follow like until death takes me. It's.
I'm gonna grope about in the darkness to try and get these guys out of here. But come on, it's time to leave. Let's go. While they're distracted.
That's when the first torch is thrown into the gathering of pagans. And that's when they call the attack. Anarawd, I want to know what you're doing first. Actually, no, Woden. I want to, because people are looking to see what you're doing. I want to know what you're doing first. You might not react first, but I kind of want to know what you're doing first.
Well, I'm gonna roll some more vicissitude, and I kind of need a weapon, I guess. So I'm gonna turn my right arm into as close to a sword as I can.
Okay. So roll your vicissitude. So that's going to be your whole action. As you grab your arm at your elbow, and you pull forward, strengthening your entire arm into a blade. And unfortunately, you do get your 3. Yep, you get your 3 successes. You're fine. All right, I didn't see the other success over there. As you pull your arm into a blade, you notice that Woden has just, instead of manifesting a spear, this avatar of Odin has just turned his bones into a very sharp blade in front of you.
Okay, that's weird.
Davey, what do you do? Oh, no, Wulfstann, what do you do?
Can I do a check to see, like maybe try to see through the charade of this woman?
Absolutely. I want you to give me a wits plus insight roll.
Wits plus insight. Okay.
3 successes. You got 3
Three
successes.
successes.
Yeah, this is not Woden.
Okay.
But this is a good. This is not Woden. He looks like the image of Woden, but there's something. There's something going on here.
I'm gonna look behind me, and how many of the followers are still here?
There's probably about 15 of the followers here. You could probably put up a fight if you have to.
And is there a way for them to flee if I tell them to flee to safety?
They're gonna have to try to push past the men. The time to flee was when you told them to leave, or they could try to go down the back, which is not advisable.
No. Okay. Okay. No, I'll stand and fight.
All right.
It's too late, and I've noticed it too late. I'll probably wait for this Woden person thing to charge in first if any attacks are to be made.
Davey, you've spoken with the authority of a god, and they seem shook, but they're still fighting. They're still coming your way.
Well, if the only way out is through, then I guess we're going through. So I'm going to. I'm not going to use my sword. What I am going to do is I'm going to rouse for prowess, and I'm going to be using lethal body.
Okay. All right. So you're gonna punch the closest guy to you. I take it.
I am going to. Yeah, I get hungrier. I'm at 4 hunger now.
4 hunger now. This is gonna be wonderful.
Yeah, I'm gonna deck the closest guy. Does my spec in tavern brawling count here? Probably not. We're not in a tavern.
You said no, so I'll go with no.
All right. Okay. So that's fine. So that is 5. And correct me if I'm wrong. The way prowess works is it adds my potence to my damage. Yeah.
Yes, that's your potence to your damage.
All right. 5 dice. Pretty much all of which are red dice. That was 2 successes.
All right, so he is going to punch you back as you're punching him. That was what he's going to do, but he's going to punch you back with his wooden implement that he has, and he's trying to punch you in the chest with it.
Oh, that ain't good.
That ain't good. So it's a push. You both each take a damage, but how much extra damage do you do from prowess?
So I rolled 2, so it would be the.
Well, you only get one. You only get counts as 1 success because you died. So you do 1 damage plus your prowess damage. So what's your prowess damage?
So that's 3.
So 3. So with 1 punch, you hit him in the face as you get smashed with the farming implement in the chest. You take 1 superficial damage. He takes 3 superficial damage, and he hits the dirt. And he looks up at you. Aggravate. Oh, that's right, because a lethal body. His jaw just sort of cracks and is hanging kind of from his chin on just one mandible. One other mandible is broken. As he's just on the ground, and other people are like, "Oh my god!" And then the melee just lets loose. Suni, as everyone starts fighting and pushing in around you, what do you do? Oh no, you made an arm. You made an arm. Wulfstann, you're waiting for him to attack. Roswynn, what do you do as you just noticed Anarawd just You almost murdered somebody with one punch.
Can't. I have no fighting skills whatsoever. The best I can hope to do is keep myself and the queen hidden, and I am going to look straight at her. I'm going to take her precious face in my hands, and I'm going to say, my lady, the next time I say we should leave the party, please let's leave the party. And I'm going to stay as hidden as I can.
Give me a dexterity plus stealth check to see if you can hide amongst the rocks.
God.
3 successes. Excellent. Okay, so I'm gonna roll for one the group. I'm gonna do three different roles. Each it represents 5 different people fighting. So one group tries to swarm onto Anarawd and starts leveling blows and hammer blows with farming implements.
Ooh.
Give me your dexterity plus athletics. -1 because you attacked somebody.
Oh, okay, fine. 2.
Take 3 superficial damage.
Yeah, this was a bad idea.
This was about it. But remember, you have superficial damage, so it becomes, and rounded down becomes 1. So take 1 damage.
Oh, okay.
Remember, you have the superficial. Wulfstann, a group
Yes.
of 5 of them jump on you and make an attack
no.
on you, and you're waiting to attack for Woden to attack. So you get your
Yes.
full dodge. So it's going to be your dexterity plus athletics versus what I'm
Thank
about
God.
to roll.
Okay, thank God.
So you take 1 superficial damage, and someone managed to hit you with a hoe. No one with the swords has managed to hit anyone. Woden, people have seen what you've just done to your arm. And the priests step forward. And one of them actually throws a vial of holy water at you. And get back, vile demon. As it throws the holy... It doesn't do anything to you. It doesn't burn. Unless you have folkloric bane, do you? No, you do not. No block, no bane, you're good. Okay, excellent. The water smashes you, nothing happens. I'm sure you laugh a little bit. But as they do that, the 3 of them all swing swords at you. And I'm taking you're going to dodge?
Yeah.
Okay. So dexterity plus athletics, they have 4 successes. All right, so a sword does +2. So take 5 superficial. Take that in half as you get stabbed by the 2 priests.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
You should
So
not
2?
be fighting without Kenrick.
So that's 2?
That's 2, yes.
Just rounded down.
Just rounded down, yep. All right, Wulfstann, you've just seen the Woden get stabbed. All right, back to the top. It's your turn, Woden. What do you do now? You've been stabbed. They're waiting for you to go first.
Yeah, that's a problem. Do I recognize that Wulfstann is waiting for me to do something in the attacking capacity and not in the
You're a
talking
god.
capacity?
Do something.
Yeah, but the thing is that I want to tell them to stop hurting me and not hurt them for hurting me. Which I think is what I have to do here. Yeah, it's just you fools fight for the wrong side. This is our holy land now. And I attempt to submerge directive on one of the priests and make him attack his fellows.
Hey, commits to the bit. Yes, sir. Yeah.
It's going to be a hard one. All right, let's go. Let's throw for it. He's gonna get his he's got 4 dice to go against it.
I have 8.
You have 8. Oh my god. So you're probably going to succeed. Roll it.
I roll 3. I re-roll 3 for willpower.
Okay.
Whew.
All right. So one of the priests turns. He won't start attacking, but he stops attacking you because he won't put. You don't have the one that makes him do suicidal things yet. But he will stop attacking you.
Is it suicidal for him to attack another priest?
Yes, because the other people are just going to turn around and murder him.
Okay.
All right. So you notice that one of the priests doesn't drop his swords, but he sort of steps back. And he looks and he just joins on the side that's going against Anarawd.
Great.
Wait, so I just oh, that sucks. Okay, that's what I did.
All right, Anarawd, what do you're fending off some peasants, and now a priest with a sword has joined you.
Okay, so I'm at hunger 4.
Yes, you
I
are.
really
at
want to
104.
use I really want to use Dread Gaze.
Oh boy.
But I don't want to go into frenzy. So
You're at hunger 4, correct?
yeah.
I do. There's a lot of blood pouring out of this guy's face. You remember you broke his jaw, kind of
That's
off.
true, I did.
And he is kind of like just pouring, gushing blood. So at the beginning of your turn, I'd like you to make a resolve plus composure. Remember, you do that at a -2 because you're a Bruja.
I think that's only for Fury Frenzy, right?
Is that
though,
only
isn't
for
it?
Fury
Not for
Frenzy?
Hunger. I think so, yeah. I think it's
I
only
think
for
you are
Fury Frenzy,
correct. I
not for-
think you are correct.
Yeah.
So resolve plus composure test, but it is going to be a difficulty 3.
Okay, so I need resolve plus composure. That is 4 dice that I have. How much? Can I use a willpower for this?
You can if you need
Well,
to.
I mean, yeah, if I need to, yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, please, 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 please. Shit. I actually can't willpower any of that,
Damn,
so
'cause
I
that's
guess
all
I
hunger.
frenzy.
All
I guess I
right.
frenzy.
Anarawd goes into a frenzy and leaps onto the just slamming backwards, throwing people off him as they jumped on him, leaping onto the person whose jaw is hanging off, and he begins. You notice, Crafter, this is not a god. This is a knight, twice born like you. He's ripping into a peasant. And he's just doing it. He's in complete frenzy at this point. Roswynn, you're like, oh shit. Suni, it's Anarad's gone.
Fuck. All right.
I have started something that I can't finish.
I mean, at least it's not on me.
I was expecting to be able to make them turn around better.
On the upside,
This is why Roswynn wants the ladies in charge.
On the upside, a lot of the peasants have bolted. A lot of the Saxon peasants are noticing what's going on and have started to run away.
I was gonna say, with that intimidation at the very beginning, did it?
Yes.
It also dwindled their numbers. Yeah. Okay.
Yes. So there's not many of them left. Anarawd, if anyone doesn't stop him, finishes off.
I would.
You stop him?
I would quell the beast.
Oh, let's go. Let's do it. Let's quell the beast.
Give me a second.
I was wondering if this would come up, and it did.
So that is. Can I
Where's
rouse
my-
that?
Can you rouse that? Well, you have to rouse to do quell the beast, don't you? You have to spend
You
a.
do, but
think so,
he
yeah.
could-
Yep.
Okay, and so to rouse, it's a 1d10, correct? Or
Yep. It's just the black dice. Yep.
It's a success.
Hey, success.
Did you not get hungrier?
And it adds. Give me a second. I'm looking for Quell the Beast right now, but I
Yep.
do have.
Charisma plus animalism.
Yes. So that is standard would
6.
be 7 dices.
Yep, 7 dice. No, 6 dice.
Give me a second.
Just the character sheet I have.
You're
says
right.
6.
6
Yep.
dices. 6 dices.
Yep.
And do I gain anything from the rousing or not?
No, because you have to rouse to make this
Gotcha.
to do this.
Perfect.
Versus your stamina plus resolve, Davey. So he got
My
4
stamina
successes.
plus-
Yep, versus
Yeah.
your stamina plus resolve.
Okay, that is 5 dice. Do I have to add hunger dice to this, or just
No, you do have to roll hunger dice, yes.
okay? I got 3.
All right, so you come out of frenzy for 1 turn. You need a critical to bring him out completely. But your beast
Okay.
is quelled, and you can make a decision of what you want to do. And you come to your senses, and you see with clarity just for a moment. You know that something happened. Something reached in, something turned it off, at least for a moment, and you have a chance to make a decision.
What's my hunger at then? Did I
0.
kill this guy?
Oh, yeah, you're hunger 0 right now.
Oh,
Here's
shit.
here's another question. How
Yep.
much? How do I score a critical?
You have to get 2 of those. You have to get 2 of the onks with 2 dots next to it.
Could
So
I
2
use
10s.
Could I use a willpower to reroll my 2 last dices and try to get it?
You can re-roll 3 of your dice if you want to, and re-roll 1 of those successes. You can.
Okay, and if I equal his roll, so let's say if I got like 3 successes and he got 3 successes, would it mean that it wouldn't work?
It works momentarily. You need to get a
Okay.
critical to end the frenzy.
So I will use a willpower to reroll 3 dices.
Yep. Okay.
No cheese. Sorry.
So you get the same, but still, you do get a moment to decide what to do.
Yeah, Anarawd will just turn round, look the priest dead in the eye, and just say, "Run." And then I will turn around and leg it.
Okay.
There's no point. There's no point in dread gazing these people at this point, because I'm just going to go back into frenzy and attack them. So I'm actually just going to run off
Okay.
into the darkness.
All right. So give me a dexterity plus athletics check. I just want to see how far you get, so you don't start running. So you don't run back and eat people.
Can I? I'm actually going to rouse for this.
You don't need the rouse because you're technically in frenzy. So give yourself +2.
Oh, okay, cool.
You're still technically in frenzy.
3.
All right. You
But I'll
take it.
willpower it.
You take a leap. You have celerity, correct?
No, I don't.
No celerity. All right. So you leg it, and you run down the hill into the woods, and you get far enough away where you don't feel the desire to just come back and attack someone. All right. So you've seen what you just saw. Suni, what do you do?
Who am I engaged with?
You're engaged with 1 priest and 4 peasants.
Is it the same priest that already attacked me?
No.
Damn it.
That's the one. He just dropped his weapon and he took off after Anarawd stared him in the eyes with his fangs and bloody face. Masquerade blown wide open, but that doesn't exist in the Dark Ages.
I
think I-
will. I am Woden, and you are but a mere priest. You will bow before me and convince your followers to do the same. And submerge directive to try and make them not fight.
This priest brandishes his cross and does not seem to be affected by your submerged directive.
Oh, so I can't. It doesn't work at all.
It does not work.
Okay. Do I then get to do anything else, or is that it?
No, that is your action. He's
Okay.
brandishing the cross. You feel the weight of that cross against you, pushing back. Not burning, but you can feel. So there's a force behind it.
True belief.
Yeah, true faith.
Oh,
It's true.
Stan, your dog leaps on this priest and just bites into its arm, knocking the cross away from it, and it just yanks him down into the ground and just starts shaking its head violently back and forth, pulling this man across the ground violently. What do you do?
how much are we losing this?
You're not losing this at all. Anarawd actually frenzying has scared pretty much everyone else away, and your people are just sort of like, what is going on?
I mean, because I dislike Christians, and if I can like get a dagger into a throat of a priest, I would probably do it.
All right.
So, yeah, I'd probably try to shove my antler dagger, like the punch dagger made of an antler, into the priest's throat.
All right, so you finish off the priest that the dog is mauling.
Oh yeah.
All right, so there goes the priest with true faith, killed by a pagan with an antler dagger and a dog.
Nice.
Dogs are pagans anyway.
Dogs are pagans anyway.
Dogs are pagans anyway.
They don't go to church.
I don't think that's how it works. Yeah.
No, in 801, it certainly is how it works.
Yeah.
As you look around, you notice most of your people have scattered to the wind, Wulfstann.
Who's here and around?
The queen still hasn't left yet. Well, you don't know it's the
Does
queen.
she see me, or is she like?
She is just sort of, just kind of she's seen some shit tonight.
Yeah.
Do I want her to see more shit? Is the question.
She can blame it on the cops.
She's seen
We
some shit
are-
tonight.
We are hiding in the rocks, and honestly, I was considering being like, I'm gonna try and block her view so she doesn't see all this terrible shit happening. But no, this is what happens when you don't leave the party.
If there's not a lot of people around, or if people are scattering and too like frantic to see anything going on, I would like feed on that priest right there.
Okay, so you feed on the priest. You
Yes.
drain him dry. You can go to hunger 0 because if you kill him.
Oh yes.
All right, so you drain him dry. You go to hunger 0. Yes, Anarawd, you come out of frenzy, probably about a half a mile away. You come to just sort of covered in blood again. You don't really remember what happened, but you can you can see the smoke in the distance.
Is Suni still
Again.
there?
What's
Found
that?
another one of my tunics, didn't you?
This one's orange, so I think it probably won't make that much of a difference. I think I can wash it out.
So do you head back to the up St. Catherine's Hill, or to see what happened, or?
Yeah, I'll kind of return in that direction once I've calmed down, just to make sure that I realize at this point that what has happened has been a complete clusterfuck, and we really, really, really ought to have left when we had
Great.
the chance.
Great
Instead-
success. Great success.
Instead of pretending to be gods and trying to intimidate people, when none of us have any skill in intimidation.
I am well versed in my intimidation was successful. Don't you?
Intimidation was
Suni still
successful
there?
to that.
So are there any other people on the
Yeah.
hill here wishing to do us harm, or is it just down to us now?
It's basically just on you. Woden is still there, if I remember correctly, with his sword arm.
I would go to Woden. I would like wipe the blood that I have probably like now in my beard and everything, and I would just like pass it like on his eye and on his cheek.
The spirit of Woden inhabited you this night. I thank you for bringing his words. You are blessed to have been inhabited, but now this guise must leave.
Yeah, okay. I'll vicissitude back to normal.
I'm gonna come out from the rocks and I'm gonna have hold of the queen's hand behind me. She's well aware of what I am. She, like seeing a vampire isn't gonna be terribly scary for her to some extent.
Do
But
you
I'm
want
gonna
one-
literally walk up to Suni and I'm gonna smack him in the shoulder and I'm be like, "What was that?"
Do you want 1 rouse or 2 for coming back to normal? Is
2
it 1 for
rouse.
the weapon and 1 for
One
the
for the weapon,
face?
1 for the face. Yep.
Okay, well then I will only do the face.
Okay.
If Roswynn does that, I'd probably like cradle Suni's face and look at Roswynn.
Your friend is blessed with the appearance of a god.
My friend is blessed with an abundance of bad decisions.
Such tell the story of gods that we must learn from. This is a great and auspicious evening.
In
As
my
you-
defense, I did not think the Christians to be such fools.
Christians have always been fool, using axe, fire, and steel where reason should be enough. But they fail to see their religion as an oaks, as just a way to enrich others. They keep gold to themselves, and they buy others with it. Gold, I tell you.
Anarawd probably walks up at this point, like absolutely dripping with blood again, like carrying his harp kind of at his side rather than on his on his belt. He just kind of looks really sad. He goes, "Well, that didn't exactly go to plan."
Oh,
No,
I'll-
kind of
it really
extend my
didn't.
hand and offer to carry the harp for him for a while because I know how he feels about it.
Yeah, he
Uh,
would give it to you, but he kind of just goes, "I don't think I can go back to Winchester now." They saw me. They saw what I did. They're going to be looking for me, saying all sorts of things, calling me a monster, demon, perhaps something like that.
Wulfstann would probably be in the process of removing the antler from the cleric's throat, and just wipe it on his and just turn towards Anarawd.
What you are, my friend, is chosen.
Feels like I've been chosen for a lot of shit recently.
Suni, is this something that your fleshcraft can assist with?
What are you asking of me?
You can alter your own appearance. Are you able to alter the appearance of others?
Is that something Anarawd would even wish?
It's one way you could remain in Winchester and undetected.
Can you put me back the way I was afterward?
I believe I could if I could, but I cannot. It is not something that I have learned to do yet. I can put myself back afterwards. I don't see any reason I couldn't put you back afterwards.
Okay,
But-
just take a really, really good look, memorize every detail, okay?
Wow.
Make sure you don't forget anything, and then just, do your best.
It is not something that I can do yet, though, and I have not. I have not learned how to do it outside of myself.
What a relief.
Worry not, friend. The word of peasants carry little weight, and those who do trouble you will be quelled by my followers.
We certainly hope so.
Hope has nothing to do with fate, friend.
It's just the drunken rabble spreading rumor. It's nothing to worry about, really.
Even so.
There were several priests among them. I'm afraid they may give us some trouble.
Did the
Aren't
priests,
they
any of the
both
priests
dead?
get away?
There were only 2 priests, right? And they're both dead?
There were 2 priests and one
Okay.
died. One priest
Shoot.
died, one got away. Father Keogh got away. The priest
Is that guy not your ghoul? No, he was Leaf School.
Leaf School, yep.
Damn it.
Oh shit, I didn't realize that he got away. Uh-oh, that's bad. Well, we'll just have to kill him too. Or convince him to not speak. I think that's a better option. Convince him to not speak.
Yeah,
yes?
he's the one you convinced not to attack you anymore, and then went after after Anarawd. Then when Anarawd frenzied, then he ran away like holy shit.
Oh, I thought Anarawd frenzied on him.
Nope. Me frenzied on the
No,
dude's
frenzied.
jaw, a guy whose jaw he just demolished in one hit.
Here's a question, Zed.
Yes, go ahead.
Among these 3 and the queen, who looks to be more in charge?
Roswynn.
Suni.
Suni likes to think so. Suni is the troublemaker.
Suni has
To you, probably
royally screwed up
Suni. He
tonight.
is the one
This
that
is
looks like Woden.
absolutely 100% his fault.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it 1000% was my fault. However, they should have run away.
We should have run away.
He says.
Who was
Mir, they should have run away.
You're not familiar with
you trashed the Masquerade when you went all T1000 on them, and I just had to follow. I had to follow your lead. I had no choice.
I didn't attack anybody. Technically, I told them not to attack me, and I actually never swung at anyone.
That's
I
true.
just brandished a weapon.
And taking the form of a god, that wasn't attention seeking at all, sir. My lord.
the only 2 who haven't appeared as vampires tonight would be Roswynn and the 2 women, the women in masks, who kind of stand out, which is still weird that they're still there.
I would argue that the attention seeking works towards my argument. Like, if you're not going to run from a god, you get dead, I guess.
Yeah, I guess.
Especially if you're a follower of an opposite god. I don't know.
It's like the idea of the 3 of us standing around bickering while Wulfstann's just standing there like, what the fuck is happening?
Who are you people?
I'm awaiting to get a better understanding of that power dynamic before getting into it. that's what I'm doing.
I think you notice a vacuum.
So it seems.
Babysitters are out for the night, okay?
I'm just waiting for you. I'm just waiting for y'all to introduce each other introduce yourselves.
Honestly, with that, Roswyn's gonna kind of look towards Wulfstan and go, "Sir, I apologize. We have forgotten ourselves. My
What are
name
you
is
apologizing
Roswynn,"
for?
and she's gonna lift her mask at this point and show her face. I believe we all understand what the other is. We are Canaanites. We are
Twice born.
no longer of this world.
I see.
We're plenty of this world.
This, and she kind of shoves Suni in the shoulder, kind of unceremoniously, is one of my coterie. He goes by the name of Suni, and this, and she kind of clasps Anarawd on the shoulder a little more lovingly, is Anarawd.
Pleased to meet you.
And is this your territory that I am threading upon?
Yes.
We hold dominion in Winchester, yes.
I heard that Winchester was a troubled area. I did not know that the seat was claimed. Otherwise, I would have introduced myself perhaps a bit more properly. But well met, Roswynn, Suni, and Anarawd.
He's going to take a moment, a bit more on Anarawd, kind of like, acknowledging him a bit more.
Hmm.
My following and mine are seeking refuge and land. I hope that St. Catherine's Hill could be my respite, maybe. Would it be agreeable that we may be discussing terms of my possible staying here?
I would say so.
I am afraid our entire coterie is not present this evening, sir. But there shall come a time in the near future where I'm sure we can all meet and discuss these things.
And I would greatly appreciate it.
In the meantime, feel free to stay on the hill. Hopefully you won't have any more trouble.
I was going to say you may be doing so at your own peril, but I'm sure you've scared the peasants sufficiently that they'll stay away for some time.
Oh, I did not scare the peasant. The incarnation of Woden did. And even if it is just, and perhaps by the trickery of Flock, word will spread. Word will spread that the Christian might could not conquer St. Catherine's Hill. And that now pagans have asylum.
Zed, you had noted that there was a larger man with a sword who was kind of leading this charge. Is it someone that Roswynn would have recognized?
No, you do not recognize
No.
him, but he did have a foreign accent.
Okay.
Foreign in what
Curious.
voice? What type of accent?
Not foreign to it's hard for you to say. For it's not from the island, not Northumbrian, not from the island.
If it's Frank or Danish, I would
Nope.
recognize it.
Neither Frank
Okay.
nor Danish.
Thank you.
Interesting.
Was it a similar accent to Mr. Half Mask?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, it was. All right, we're gonna call scene here because we're at 11:58. We're gonna wrap things up the way we usually wrap them up. Quick Crafters, what we do is we go around in a circle. I ask everyone what they liked, what they didn't like, what their favorite scene was, and what their favorite roleplay was. So let those questions noodle around in your head, and I'm gonna start with Nerded Art.
Oh man, I had a great time tonight. Roswynn is useless in any type of combat situation, so the best I could really hope for was to stay hidden. But just watching all of this unfold, I was literally having to cover my mouth to keep from laughing constantly. This just Suni has established himself as the coterie wild card, and we just don't know what to expect on any given evening. But intimidating a god was fantastic.
Not intimidating, imitating.
Imitating, you know what I meant. You meant what I know. Yeah, fantastic evening. Had a great time. Favorite scene was that ring killing without prompting. Yeah. Poor Anarawd just can't get a
sometimes
break.
I do on my own. Yeah. The body count continues to grow. I've lost count now.
It's bad.
Davey, what you like?
It's bad.
What you like? Didn't like? Favorite role play and favorite scene?
I think that the pretending to be Woden was or Woden was fantastic. It was clearly doomed to have some kind of horrible consequence, but I don't know. It seems very in character for all of us. Like you kind of got the Chaos crew tonight. The level-headed ones were not present, so yeah, it is what it is, right? I think if there's an 800 AD witness protection program or something I could go into now because they're going to be looking for me.
Well, it was
One thing I
dark.
will say is, I might have incurred a stain. I'm looking at my convictions. The downtrodden deserve respect. I just punched a peasant's jaw off and then drank his blood. Does that?
I spelled that wrong.
I mean, technically speaking, I kill peasants all the time, but you know.
Right. I spelled it wrong again. Anyway, if you want to take a stain, take a stain. Yeah, I'm all about that. That's fine. There we go. Someone else, Josh, you can spell. I'm just looking right at it too. Josh, you can spell. Yeah, take the
Sure.
Yeah,
I'll take the stain.
Yeah,
I feel like I deserve it.
Yeah, because you could have punched the priest.
Yeah, it's true. I wouldn't have felt bad about that.
Wouldn't have felt bad about that. So we'll roll your stain out once we come back from break. Favorite role play of the night.
Favorite roleplay of the night? Yeah, it's got to be Wulfstann. Like seriously, like with his gravelly voice and his ritual, fantastic.
Oh, I loved it. It was so good. Suni, what you like, didn't like, favorite role play and favorite scene?
I liked the idea that I could fail upward, and I didn't like that I failed downward. Favorite scene, the whole ritual was great. Yeah, you got bars there, Crit Crafter. You got bars. Was very impressed. I like. You spoke to me and demanded me speaking back, and I was like, I'm a god and stuff. Here you go.
You're gonna put Crit Crafters against Robin one of these days. There we go.
Yeah, there we go.
There we go.
Yeah, the rhyming battle.
All right, Wulfstann, Crit Crafters. This is your first game with us, so tell me what you liked. Tell me what you didn't like, which is okay. It's okay not to like things too. I gotta tell everyone this all the time. Tell me what your favorite scene was and what your favorite role play is.
There's nothing that I disliked. Honestly, it's really great to be playing, and as a player, and you're an outstanding dungeon master. Zed, seriously, props to you. It was really great playing with you here. I really liked two scenes. I think the interaction with Anarawd, the first one that we had, and then the whole playing a religious zealot fighting beside his god, who firmly believes that yes, he's here for me, and he's here like let's fight that. It would have only like ended in the wall, but let's ride that all the way down, and it's great. So honestly, that scene was great too. Yeah, so honestly, I like these scenes a whole lot. I'm really looking forward to playing a bit more with Roswynn as well, who's been more reserved in this, and it's really interesting to see the dynamic of because Wulfstann is an unapologetic pagan. He's dirty. He's and he's punching up towards the posh people of like Winchester with you guys. So it's like I'm interested to know how that'll go.
technically you're a low clan. So you could buy
yeah.
in, you could buy into the lore sheet low clan if you wanted to, and then you guys could commercially buy into high clan, even the Bruja. You guys are definitely the high clan coterie of the thing, but it will be interesting to see how you also mix in with some of the NPCs. Now, one thing I want you to do is don't be a stranger on our Discord. We use the IC chat for downtime stuff like that. And usually it's a week between games, and that's pretty much how much time usually passes between games. So you have all that time to, kind of establish yourself in the world as much as you want to. There's no pressure, but there is a little bit, just a teeny bit,
Sure.
just a teeny bit. It's fun to keep the everything going. Let me do mine. What I really liked about game tonight, a lot of it got to kind of tell itself. Like I tried a format tonight where we did rumor mill first, and then we went into the game. I don't want to do that all the time. I'm not sure how I feel about that format. I think I want to get back just into game right away next time. I do like doing the little side vignettes. What did you guys think of the side vignettes at the beginning? Are those okay? With those little spotlights, those are okay for you guys?
Yeah, I definitely really like that.
Okay. All right. Then I'll continue doing the spotlight vignettes. I just because I'm just trying to change the flow to make sure everything works well for a game. Because at the core, you guys signed up for a game before a show, and I want to make sure you guys are getting enough vampire. So what I really liked is I liked the way how everything flowed tonight. Everything worked really well. My favorite role play is a tie between Woden and Wulfstann. I was not expecting you to, and I gave you a high success threshold because you had 0 occult. I was like, man, should I really justify this? I'm like, okay, I'll give it a high threshold. I won't have to worry about it. And boom, you hit it. Fantastic, and we rolled with it, and it made for a great scene for the rest of it. I'm kind of glad you did get it because I think the game would have been lessened if you hadn't. So I'm kind of glad that worked out. So
If I hadn't have got it, I would have just made myself have all spikes on my head and antlers and shit, and went really like far-fetched druidic,
Yeah,
Gaelic
like a
druids and stuff.
Carnunos type thing, yeah.
that would have been cool. And then Wulfstann, we rehearsed a little bit before with the ritual. We got the idea from his Power Rangers game. I loved it. I love that the collaboration where I would say the description and he would say his lines. I really, really enjoyed that. I thought it hit. So thank you for coming up with that. That was all Crit Crafters right there. It was his direction, his everything, and it worked out really well. So thank you so much. And you just brought so much to the table. You're bringing an energy very similar to Leaf, but in a different pagan kind of way. So
Pagan
it's good.
all the way.
It's pagan all the way. So
We
it's
can have the pagan chaos squad again.
Yeah.
Ooh, I will make a
think we
short
can
out of
do-
that for YouTube. Thank you. That'll make a good short. That ritual. And what I didn't like about game, missing our friends, because I think missing our friends. That's the only thing I didn't like. Because I would have loved to have seen our Ventru dealing with Wulfstann as well.
Oh, I'm quite happy I'm getting small doses one at a time. It's just get the others to love me first, and then
we'll get the Ventru.
They might be harder to sell.
All right, so who got a stain tonight? Davey got a stain tonight. Why don't let's resolve that stain real quick.
All right, I am rolling 2 dice.
2 dice. Oh my god! Oh shit! All right, so you lose a humanity.
Perfect. I feel like that was earned.
That's but was it really? It's not like you had a whole lot of say in it. You got 1 punch and then you went into frenzy. I do feel like it's a little. I don't know how I feel about it. It happened. I don't know how I feel about it. Mm-hmm. Circumstances were a little out of your control, a little out of your agency. I feel like, but that's frenzy. Well,
yeah. I acted like a beast, not a human. So.
You acted like a beast, not a human. You did. That's why you got the stain, not because of your convictions, because of the Chronicle.
Yeah, you're right.
Chronicle tenant. You didn't need to go lethal body. You could have just.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
I could just have slapped the guy.
You could have
Stabbed
just
him with a sword or something.
exactly. Then you broke his jaw. All right, so I don't.
Yeah.
Now I feel okay. You did make a conscious choice, and you lost it. So you don't lose it for killing him in frenzy. You lose it for actually just punching him in the face so hard his jaw fell off. Okay, aggravated to the face is not funny, guys. 3 XP for everybody,
Yay.
and I'm going to find us someone to raid out to. If you guys just give me a moment, should have had this already. Quick crafters, do you know anyone who's good to raid tonight?
Mortal rolls.
Mortal rolls?
They
They're-
just came
oh,
back from.
they just came back from break? Okay.
Yes. Well, they just came back from vacation and they just started, I think.
Okay, yeah, let me get up over there. Oh yeah. Yeah. Fantastic. Yep. All right. So let's get this raid out to Mortal Rolls. Raid. All right, maybe Anarawd just spent some time in Solace for a while. He's been doing that since Skaldmere.
Yeah. I've been sulking and hiding from people.
Oh,
But yeah, no, he needs to go and have a long, hard think about his life now that he's on 6 humanity.
really? 6 humanity.
You know what
Yeah.
really that? Keep putting yourself back in question. A religious nut job that'll tell you the best way to deal with that.
That's true, yeah.
Fine.
It's good. Excellent. I've got
Absolutely.
the perfect spiritual guide.
I'm glad everyone had a good time tonight. I'm going to send this off in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Give your love at Mortal Rolls.
Bye.
Oh, guys.